Well, hello everybody, it's Richard here. Welcome back to my channel, and relax and sit back and enjoy the next few minutes as I talk about what's going on in my world and also playing a tune a day to keep coronavirus away. And just to start off, the weather today has been quite interesting actually. It's 17 degrees now and it's nearly 6:30 in the evening here in the UK, and it's been quite windy. So much so that I've ditched the shorts for the last 2 days. Yesterday was a little bit the same really, but it has been sunny and it has been about, well, let's say 18 degrees now, but it was about 16, 17 before lunch. So I took the opportunity to take the cars out for a bit of a run round the block, and because once a week I always make sure I run the engines up to maintenance temperature, I suppose, and then take Grigio, the new Fiat Abarth 500C 595 for some petrol to top the tank up, and also to add some additive to the petrol tank to keep them in tip-top condition. And then later today I was doing some cleaning, so I've now completely cleaned the inside of Grigio and also cleaned the seats off with some Auto Gleam seat leather cleaner, and then polished the car nicely with Auto Gleam leather polish, so he looks really splendid at the moment. Dashboard, now it's surprising actually, because Sonia, the lady that had it before me, had the car valeted. She took it to one of those what I call Polish valeting centres, and they did a really good job, but it's amazing what dirt you still find. I gave the mats a really good clean yesterday with some upholstery cleaner. Interestingly enough, she must like wearing high heel shoes, because there was literally a hole, practically a hole, in the driver's side mat, floor mat, which I tried to sort out, but I'm going to have to. I bought online a set of car mats, and one of those has a heel, a piece that goes in the heel, so I'm going to stick that onto the Abarth mats that are there, because they're specifically made for Abarth, they're not generic ones, so no doubt I'll find a donation for the rest. But I was surprised about that. I don't think I've ever had a car before where the driver's mat has ever been worn through practically, and don't forget this vehicle's only 3 years 7 months old, and completed about 27,000 miles. So yeah, I mean, she must dig in her heels quite a lot when she was driving before she pushed the brake and accelerator. That's all I can say. But I took the car for some petrol today, so I've put in the higher octane petrol because it's a performance car, and nothing less than 95. I think it's 98 RON I put in there, which has an additive cleaner. So, and also added some Red-X, which I use every about 4,000 miles. Keeps the engine in tip-top condition. I've checked all the fluids and they're all up to scratch. I've checked the tyre pressures and depths, and they're doing good. One thing I did discover though was the space saver wheel that I have for Paseo, my 124 Spider, actually fits into the recess for the Abarth, where they have this special kit that you can use, which I really hate. All this stuff that you put the fluid inside the tyres, and then that pumps it up if you happen to have a puncture. The advice in the motoring press is don't touch those with a barge pole, because they actually can cause more damage than it's good. And most recovery units have a spare space saver tyre anyway with them. But if this works, I've asked, they're both 17 inches, so I'm hoping they're going to fit actually. So I've asked on the forum site whether that's possible, and I'll let you know what the response is. But there are various, depending on the torque of the car, there are various different sizes, either 16, 17 or 18, and I think this is the 17, which of course Paseo's a 17, so that would work. And I normally keep that in the garage. You can't put it inside Paseo's boot, it's too small, but it will fit into Grigio's boot quite nicely. There's a nice recess there. Anyway, I'll waffle on. So yes, so that's been quite good today. And yesterday I also gave the top a clean, as I said in my last blog yesterday. Other than that, yeah, I've been just shopping and just a busy day really. We had the briefing from the government today, so I'll give you an update about that. The briefing is that from the government on the coronavirus, and there's been an increase of deaths of 282 deaths since yesterday. That brings the total to date to 36,675. That's 36,675, and the cases confirmed today is slightly down. There's 2,959 cases confirmed of coronavirus, those in hospital, and that brings the total to 257,154, which is actually a reduction. There's 9,331 people in hospital. That is actually a reduction against 10,525, which was last week. So things are looking better. Certainly the graphs are looking better. The big thing in the press is that a gentleman called Dominic Cummings, who is Boris Johnson's advisor, who is the sloppiest dresser I've ever seen. He must be the worst dressed man in the world, I should think, before I've seen him. Apparently he has had coronavirus, so did his dear wife. And before they left and knew that, they drove over 250 miles to his parents' house because they needed some childcare, and then socially isolated themselves. And of course the press have lynched onto this, the fact, because there's a one rule for him and a one rule for the rest of us when you've been told at the time not to travel long distances. Boris Johnson is sticking by him. He is actually not particularly liked well by other Conservatives, I have to say. And I can't say, though I don't know him, from what I see he doesn't come across as a particularly endearing sort of gentleman. But no doubt this will be played out, and was many questions. In fact, all the questions in the press were really about this, and the questions were asked in several different ways. Of course, Grant Shapps, the Transport Minister, was doing the briefing today, and of course sidestepped it quite well with Jenny Murray, who was she's the Chief Scientific Officer, who's very nice actually. She's quite a good. She always gives quite a good overview. So there we are. So that's that. That's about Grigio and the record of today. I said yesterday that I'd play some of my 10-inch. I've got a whole vast collection of 10-inch. This one I had out the other day, and I thought it was a really nice. It's trumpet solos by Bobby Hacket, and Bobby Hacket, as I said yesterday, played with Glenn Miller. So the track I'm going to play you is, I can find it on here, With a Song in My Heart from side 1. And it's got a very nice saxophone solo in there as well, so I hope you enjoy that. And if you like it, I'll play another track, because they're quite short tracks, and on this very nice 10-inch micro groove Unbreakable, but I wouldn't want to test it. So yes, okay, so that's really all really for today. Thanks very much for your comments, and I've had a couple from people. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I next broadcast tomorrow. And but have a good evening. This is a bank holiday weekend here in the United Kingdom, so it's Saturday, Sunday and Monday, so I expect that people will be enjoying themselves out there. Hopefully they're sticking to the rules, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. So see you soon. Take care. All the best. Bye for now.
Thank you.